15th of September 2021. Hello everybody, this is Sergey Vavilov Live, St. Petersburg, Russia. Hi dudes. I'm beginning another live stream from the cultural capital of Russia, from the northern capital of the country. And today I finally decided to go with you to my place. I told you about the place or the room I recently rented from the creative space for creative people, which is called Vavilov Loft. It is located on Vasilevsky Island of St. Petersburg. It's one of the buildings which used to belong to the St. Petersburg Institute of Optics, named after Sergey Vavilov, the scientist. Okay, and now there, the company, which is, believe it or not, but called BS Realty. Yes, BS Realty. And what's really fun that they are writing their name in English language. BS Realty. So BS Realty, they all about like finding the places and turning them, I mean the real estate, which they can turn into the creative spaces. So it's like some kind of business centers, but not for the regular companies, but for creative business and creative people like musicians, artists, designers, and stuff like that. Vavilov Loft. That's where we go now. Vavilov Loft. I really was looking for this place for a long time. At first I wanted just to get any place. The priority was just to find the place, which is not far from where I live. But I've met such a problem that in a normal business centers or something, well, as soon as they were finding out, I was saying this, yes, from the very beginning, that I'm gonna play the music. I need the place for the music. They were saying it's not okay. It's not okay. But the creative spaces like Vavilov Loft, they are exactly all about that. It's for musicians, music schools, DJs. So yeah, there I'm more than welcome spinning the vinyls. Quality house music. It's very appropriate place. It's very appropriate place. And look, they started to develop Vavilov Loft just 6 months ago, and there is still a mess in the most of the place. You know, such a 5 stories big, massive, administrative Stalinist neoclassical building, which was constructed in the end of 1940s, beginning 1950s. You know, such tall ceilings. I think that my ceiling is about 4 meters. 4 meters, yes, 4 meters. And the area of my room, 18 square meters. Also a little storage there. And very thick walls, okay, like in all Stalinist neoclassical buildings, which is great. Francesca Larelli, hi. Musata, Zaiba Suko, Susan M, Neil McDonald, and everybody. Let me remind you that Jay Lewis recently on vacation, starting from September 6th to September 30th. Hello, Bridge and Tunnel, Scooter Club, Super Patrick, Rishab Setki. So I'm going to show you. There's actually enough of things I will have to do in that room, because it seems like that room was staying there with no action since the beginning of 1990s, because there are two calendars. I mean, the posters of the calendars dated by 1990, and believe it or not, but the photograph, a big photograph of Vladimir Vysotsky, the singer and absolute legend of 1970s. Okay, you will see now everything yourself. Hello, Nikolai Garbut, William Kennedy Jr. You guys keep joining. We are going to Vavilov Loft, to my place there. My place at the 3rd floor of Vavilov Loft. I'm walking along Ligovsky Prospect, Ligovsky Avenue. There's Ligovsky Prospect metro station. The rain, so I'm sorry for the drops. I'm sorry for the drops of the rain on camera. Yes, now in most cases I will stream in 1080p. By the way, a good news that recently I figured out that it's Prism or YouTube, but they did something that now on Prism, even if I'm losing connection for a long time, Prism is waiting for me, waiting for the return of connection. It's yet a half of a year ago it wasn't like that. It used to be so that on Prism, if you was losing the connection, so that's it. If you was losing connection for like more than 10 seconds, YouTube was finishing the live stream, which is no good. Wow, the rain is getting bigger. Oh, damn it. Yeah, not the best picture weather today. Well, that's good. At least I'm in a coat. Francesca Larelli, Prism has improved them. It's a Prism or YouTube did something. Maybe YouTube made some changes. And that's actually how it have to be. That was ridiculous. They were finishing the live stream just because I was losing the connection. Okay, so what's the point? What's the point of renting the place at Vavilov Loft? The point is it's gonna be a great place for the live streams. Saturday nights, like deep nights, live streams, playing quality house music. Unfortunately, it is not impossible at home, and especially when you live in a multi-flat residential building. Okay, it's not okay, absolutely. So this is gonna be just another variety of my live streams. Just every Saturday night, Twilight Zone, We'll meeting and just having a great time with quality music. Saturday nights, I will playing painstakingly selected music for you. We will talk. We will have a great time. I will invite the guests. You know, I think it's good. And again, it's not gonna be something mainstream. It's gonna be nice underground. Poetry meets interviews with local artists. Susan, I don't think it will be poetry meets. But yeah, I think that we will see. I will try to invite some nice people. Joseph Rabovitsky, thank you for super chats. 20 bucks. Wishing you all the best with your new projects. Well, actually, what you call the new project is an old new project. And this is another reason why I let it go. Because eventually, not long ago, I decided that it's no good. I was not spinning the vinyls already for a few years. For several years. It's no good at all. Zipper neck, hi, that's smoking GS. Everyone needs a bit of trance. Well, I never played trance music because I think that trance is great, but it's great for big areas, you know, big rooms. My music is the music of small spaces, house music, the house, like really quality house. Thank you all for your good wishes. Thank you all for your good wishes, dudes. I hope you will enjoy the sounds. It will be the comeback to the times when the house music was all about house music, about quality sound, great vibes, amazing atmosphere. Hello, Javon Milia. Savage Taco Thief. Trance is for raves. Yes, exactly. So even if I will play trance, actually it's not gonna be that fun to listening to this at home, you know. And I think most of you watching me from home. Hello, Sam EF, Joe Hernandez. The rain keeps. Switch to just a normal camera. 101 people online. Oh, hi dudes. Hi dudes. The local time is 6:17. 1 hour until the sunset. Yeah, remember that. Now it's far not the time of the white nights in St. Petersburg. The five corner place. Five corners place. This is how for only 17 minutes from the corner of Ligovsky and Obvodny Canal, bypass canal, we already came to five corners. And we are now going to Vasilyevsky Island. Vasilyevsky Island of St. Petersburg, to Vavilov Loft. Vavilov Loft. One of the institutes of optics is there, but not in that building anymore. So Vavilov Loft is located in one of former buildings of the Institutes of Optics in St. Petersburg. Of house music or more currents. Well, first of all, of course, it will be the house classics like the end of 1990s, beginning of 2000s. I will start with classics, but yeah, the new tracks also will be there. Sometimes there will be even 1980s, for example, Mr. Fingers, also known as Larry Heard, and his release from 1986, which is called Can You Feel It, released on Trax Records. Yeah, 1986. That's really iconic music track. In the beginning there was Jack, and Jack had a groove, and from this groove came the groove of all grooves. Lomonosov Street. Meanwhile, this is Lomonosov Street, named after Mikhail Lomonosov, one of the most significant Russian scientists of 18th century. And I have to say that he's founded Moscow State University, which is now named after him, top university of Russia and one of top universities of the world. It's kind of busy on the sidewalks now. Peak hours. Busy time. Hello, Ralph Palmgren. Ralph Palmgren, who is only 300 kilometers from St. Petersburg and even in the same time zone. So he's really close. Hi nightly echoes. Hi everybody. We are going to Vavilov Loft. It is located actually behind the spit of Vasilyevsky Island. Just like 7 minutes walk from there. So it's a great place. Hello Mustafa Sazakhan. Now there's already the embankment of Fontanka River and Lomonosov Bridge. Then the continue of Lomonosov Street right until the corner with Dumskaya Street and Griboyedov Canal. Does Vika like house music? I mean, I think she loves how it sounds, but I don't think she's a fan yet. Hello, Matthews Tiger, and everybody who joining. Today, finally, I'm gonna introduce you the place, even though it's not prepared for the live sets yet. They just removed all the mess, all the trash from there, and I just moved the tables. Two tables, one big table for turntables and mixer, and one is just, I don't know, for computer or something. So one big table and smaller table. Okay, the embankment of Fontanka River. We're actually now go parallel to Nevsky Prospect. Nevsky is there, you see. A little rain keep going. Okay, it's our time. Okay, Lomonosov Bridge. Fontanka River. The Nordic chat. Congrats on the new place. Thank you. Another traffic light. We have to stay here for another 30 seconds. And then we go. Now I will walk through the most symmetric street in Russia. That is called an architect Karl Rossi street. It's really the most symmetrical street. But now it is not clear because there's some kind of restoration works going with all the scaffoldings there. You can't see all this symmetry, but I will show you now. I used to show many times before those, but it's not that often we are walking through an architect Karl Rossi street. Rossi, architect Rossi street. Yeah, actually here in Russia, I don't know, they do not pronounce Karl. Okay, look. So this is it. The thing is, the height of the building is the same as the distance between the buildings, and the buildings are absolutely identical. And the length of the street is exactly 10 times longer than the height of the buildings, 21 meters and 210 meters. Okay, so this is officially the symmetric street. In front of us, there's Alexandrinsky Theater, the citadel of Russian ballet. And here is located actually the best ballet school in the world. Lomonosov Square, and we continue walking through Lomonosov Street. Okay. Temporary, the rain is over. Well, now in St. Petersburg is the time when actually the rain is getting back all the time. It goes all the time. I mean, sometimes it's just making the breaks. Autumn. Autumn, yeah. Numbskull. Okay, there we go. That's already Sadovaya Street. The intersection with Sadovaya Street and Гостиный двор, the Grand Guest Yard, St. Petersburg Grand Guest Yard. Meanwhile, it's 6:30 in St. Petersburg. Another 30 minutes and we're gonna be there. For those who just joined, let me tell you, we go to Vavilov Loft, creative space for creative people. There today I'm gonna introduce you my room, the room I rented there for music live streams. Sadovaya Street, this is Гостиный двор. They continue of Lomonosov Street. there's Думская. Думская. City Duma. Stream here. It was our epic clock tower of City Duma. If you missed that, check it out. That was a $1 million view from the top of City Duma Tower. Oh yes. But for most people, Думская more known as the place with a big amount of nightclubs. Like about 30 or even 40 clubs on one little street. It's quiet now, but on Friday and Saturday nights it's wild here. Most bars are not working yet.
В Василиостровском районе на пересечении улицы.
Okay, and here we are right just behind Kazansky Cathedral. That's already the embankment of Грибоедов Canal. Грибоедов Canal. Yes, this is canal, completely man-made. It was made by the order of Catherine the Great, and that is why originally it was even called Catherine Canal, Catherine's Canal, Екатерининский Canal. Kazansky Cathedral. The rain is over and it's pretty quiet. Yesterday it was windy, but today look at the water surface. Hello, Tony Hodas, Ramon Gonzalez, Ian Keresi, HSM Epic Return. Okay, all the freeing roads lead to Nevsky. The live streams are more dramatic in the rain. Well, seems like at least not. I feel like today just more wet. Okay, got to Nevsky Prospect. Church of the Savior and Spilled Blood. The House of Zinger. Okay, now I'm just walking all the way through Nevsky Prospect until the Palace Bridge. Palace Bridge will connect us with Vasilyevsky Island. There we immediately will get to the spit of Vasilyevsky Island and Vavilov Loft, where we go now, the space for creative people like it is. Not far from it. It's like a little bit behind of it. Hi, pig. Okay, the street musicians are playing the music no matter what. Still. О, Висконти. Вечно молодой, вечно пьяный. Yeah. Okay, but today it's not Friday Night Live or Saturday Night Live, so we just keep going to Vasilyevsky Island, to Vavilov Loft place. Hello, Prince users. Justo Jose Godefasser, Ivan Hatar. I agree, switch to black and white, very great suggestion. Hey, bad news, they are moved from there. Good news, they moved to another place and already opened up in another place, okay? So no B&W coffee, black and white coffee there on the embankment of Moika River. Yes, so this is what is my channel is all about. It's chronics. It's chronics. I already have so many places and even some people who are already not exist and not alive. The places are not exist. the people are not alive, okay? But they are alive in my videos. Okay, 6:42. I just want to get to the place before it will get dark, so you can see not only my room there, but like the whole place, like to get the general idea. It's all there, is so imperfect yet, but everything is just beginning there. And I'm actually happy to be like in the beginning of the history of Vavilov Loft. I'm one of the very first residents there. Hello, big Rory Holler. The arch of the general headquarters. The entrance to Palace Square. One of. Citizens, while shelling, this side of the streets is the most dangerous. This is one of the real letterings that used to exist during the days of the siege of Leningrad, which is now turned into the memorial. Here is a lot of flowers because you remember at the 8th of September 2021, exactly a week ago, there was the date to commemorate the anniversary, 80 years anniversary of the beginning of the siege of Leningrad, which started at the 8th of September 1941. And I was taking you to the concerts, to St. Petersburg Opera House. You remember? Yeah. Here is the French consulate and the French Institute. Wavilov House, which is now the hotel called Wavilov Hotel. One of not many, because St. Petersburg mostly cloudy, not so much sun here. Well, of course, Peter the Great knew about that. And one of his decrees was to paint all the buildings in the bright colors. So you see here is the buildings mostly in the bright colors. You know, green, pink, red, blue, violet, whatever, but not the dark buildings. HSM Epic Return, thank you for another super chat. Dudes, you misunderstood. We were saying the stream and the rain would look awesome in black and white. We were saying for you to switch image to black and white. Okay, I need to check it out how it's possible to do with Prism. It's possible to make with the official YouTube application, but it must be here as well. Yeah, I see some masks here, but I'm not a big lover of the masks, okay? I'm not a big lover of the masks. Oh, something like this. Okay. Okay, the end of Nevsky Prospect or the beginning of Nevsky, it depends. Admiralty. And I'm going to Palace Bridge, through the Palace Drive. Yes, everything is Palace something here. Palace, Windsor, Palace Square, Windsor Palace, Palace Drive. There's the Palace Embankment and Palace Bridge. Hello, Rudolph. Alexander Colon. So the Windsor Palace, designed by an architect Francesco Bartolomeo Rastrelli, the State Hermitage. There is the beginning of Million Street, and the new Hermitage. Alexander Colon and the main headquarters. The beginning of Nevsky, the Admiralty. Look, it seems like there's coming a nice sunset. Yesterday was really like a bloody sunset. So red sunset there was yesterday, but I was not streaming yesterday. Yesterday I was jet lagging, but on Real Russia channel, on my old channel, Oksana, with my wife Albina, they were streaming. David Vladimir, great show yesterday on Real Russia. I'm glad to hear you enjoy it. Yeah, boy. Look, it's almost 7. Peak hour. The traffic is busy. Oksana was great, but too much woman shopping. Well, that's the woman. You can do nothing with this. Albina is great as camera woman. Oh yes, I remember she filmed me in 2014 when one guy ran away with my camera. Hello Hassan, hi. So, Palace Embankment, there's already Neva River, Peter and Paul Church, and there's the spit of Vasilevsky Island. Vavilov Loft is located behind, so it's like only maybe 10 minutes walk there, and you will see my my future studio. Now it looks a little bit mess. There's some work to do because it's like there was nobody since 1990s, and not just 1990s but the beginning of 1990s, because it's so dusty, kind of dirt there, and there are two posters with the calendars of 1990 and a big photograph of Vladimir Vysotsky, who was the superstar of 1970s, the singer, poet and singer, so-called bard. Bard in Russia, it's the guy who writes his own rhymes and singing them alone under his own music, and playing on a guitar, mostly guitar. So it's like such a music creator, bars, his own rhymes under his own music, playing himself. Neva River. I'm on Palace Bridge, going to Vavilov Islands. The Soviet Dylan. Well, kind of. Okay, the speed of Vavilov Islands, rosal columns, and now just like 10 more minutes and we'll get to Vavilov Loft, the space for creative people, musicians, artists, DJs, vloggers. On the first floor there will be a bar and restaurant space. Well, actually there's already like several bars, a coffee shop. You will need a Yandex for bringing gear from your apartment. Yes, I will use Yandex Drive, car sharing. So I will load up everything and will bring to Vavilov Loft. But there's still a lot of things to do. I think that it will take another 3-4 days for me to get everything done, I need to paint the walls. And I need to put something on a floor. Well, you will see now. You will see. St. Petersburg stock market. The facade under the restoration. Many buildings in St. Petersburg are under the restoration because so many of them are at least 150 years old. 150, 170, 200 years old. Probably the widest sidewalks in St. Petersburg. There we go. There's the fire department's truck. That's why I was running, even though I was walking on the green light. Hello, Michael, Natalie Zwino, David Elias. Thank you, Michael, Natalie, for the super sticker. And I'm looking forward for your new vlogs on your channel. You guys never forget checking out Natalie and Michael Zwino's channel on YouTube. Just search for Exploring with the Zwinos on YouTube and you will find their channel. The lions, one of the symbols of the city. The sculptures of lions, the images of lions, the heads of the lions are everywhere. Okay, 15th of September 2021. This is Sergey Vavilov. You're watching Vavilov Live. Right now on Vasilyevsky Islands, just behind the stock exchange market, St. Petersburg stock exchange market, and going to Vavilov Loft. That's the space for creative people and business. Artists, musicians, DJs, designers. I know there's like shoemakers and stuff like that. Yes, and recently I rented the room there. Yes, it's just literally the room, and that's where I'm gonna spinning the vinyl. Truly amazing house music, quality house music. And this is really appropriate place for the things like that. Initially, I was just looking for the place, any office or something, just not far from where I live. But I've got a problem. Nobody even wanted to talk to me when I was saying that this is for the live streams. But here, vice versa. I was so welcomed. Like, yeah, that's exactly kind of people we're looking for. Come on dudes. And they even gave me a rental vacation, so the first month for free, and then it's about, if in dollars, $200 a month. It's including rental fee and the utility bill, so altogether with the utility bills about 200, yes, 200, yes, not 2,000, $200 a month, 24/7 access. Amazing. Vavilov Loft. That's one of the former buildings of the St. Petersburg Institute of Optics, named after Sergey Vavilov, the scientist. So that's why the place called Vavilov Lofts. Institute is still there, but they just no need so many buildings as they used to have before. So now one of their buildings, constructed in the end of 1940s, beginning of 1950s, such a, really good, massive Stalinist neoclassical administrative building. It's all getting settled with the residents of Vavilov Loft, creative people. I'm one of them. Everything is just beginning there. A lot of mass there inside. The the managing company who are making everything, they are still making the maintenance. They're fixing everything. Soon it has to look great. It will look great soon. Oops. A very little rain. It's still pouring. What's really funny about exactly my room, it seems like nobody used it since the very beginning of 1990s. There are two posters with a calendar of 1990. You will see now yourself. And the photograph of Vladimir Vysotsky, the singer and songwriter. He was absolutely big in 1970s, like Victor Tsoi in 1980s. He was not a rocker though. It was more like all about the lyric songs, just all about songs about everything. The songs like the real stories. Okay, there's already Kadetskaya linia, cadet line, so-called cadet line of Vasilyevsky Island. That's how it sounds. Vavilov Loft is there. Okay, the final stretch. I'm turning here to the left, and this is the final stretch going to Vavilov Loft. The creative space for creative people. Hello inside Russia. Hello Katia Mix. So you will see now my room on the third floor there, 18 square meters. There's gonna be a lot of work during the next like 3-4 days. I'm gonna paint the walls and put something on the floor. Also to install some acoustic panels. Baklikov, I kept my words. During my last stream, I did a shout out for your channel. Thank you big time, dudes. We are doing the same thing. We are telling about Russia and what's important without being a leftist. You know what I'm talking about? Hello Cyberflyer1, hello Dan Smith. You guys came in the right time. Right exactly in a moment when entering the Vavilov Loft, one of the former buildings of St. Petersburg Institutes of Optics named after Sergey Vavilov, who was the scientist. So that's why Vavilov Loft, why it's called, because it's the respect to Vavilov, to the Institute of Optics, to the historic meaning of this place. Okay, so this is it. Here are the buildings. The Stalinist, neoclassical administrative buildings with a very thin, thick walls and high ceilings. Look, so now this part turns into loft, Vavilov Loft, creative space for creative people, musicians, artists, designers. Okay, let's get in. The bars. Going to the second floor, the third floor. I'm on the third floor. Look, the first and second floor are already looks better than the third one. You see, it's some kind of like business center, but not for regular companies, but for creative people. Music schools, artists, art studios, musicians, they are here. Any place for foreigner? I think they don't care who will rent the place until you're gonna do something really creative here. Okay, you see, in the third floor they are still working on. Welcome to my place. This is it, 18 square meters. The height of the ceilings, believe it or not, but 4 meters. It seems like nobody used this room since 1990, believe me, because look at this. I told you that here is the posters with the calendars of 1990, the one, and another one. Binocular. Probably this is one of the binoculars created by the specialists of St. Petersburg Institute of Optics. And look, as I told you, a big photograph of Vladimir Vysotsky, singer and songwriter, a superstar of 1970s in the Soviet Union. Two tables here. They are now, disassembled. This one bigger table and smaller table. Also, I've got there the buckets and how to say? I forgot the brush to start cleaning it up. You see. Well, here was the mess. The workers of Loft, of the administration, at least got all the mess from here. But still a lot of work. It's pretty dusty. It's very dusty here. And if this wall here, then this one is really like dusty and dirty. So I'm gonna paint it all. At first to get the grounds of the layer of the grounding, and then to paint it. Probably I will need 2 or 3 layers to paint radiators, the pipes, the window frames. So here is more than enough space for making this studio, to play house music, quality house music, to place all the cameras, all the lightings, which is great. I think it's great. It will be really great soon. Yeah, it seems like nobody used this since 1990. Because look, I don't think that if somebody could keep working until these days, nobody never wanted to change these posters with the calendar of 1990. I mean, like, look, it's like in 1990 they wanted to post at once two posters. You see, 1990 and 1990, and then for the next 30 years, not a single one? I don't think so. Susan M, thank you for super chat, $10. Great loft, Sergey. I wish we could help you clean and paint. Will you give us a mailing address so we can send housewarming gifts? Thank you for stream chats. You're welcome, and thank you too. I will find out the address of this place. I mean, like, full address. Well, Cadet Line of Vasilevsky Islands, 5 K2D. Okay, I will post the address later. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? First of all, I need to make a liquid cleaning. First of all, the floor is still very dusty. I think that I will have wash it several times, maybe 3-4 times, until I will see that the water staying relatively clean. Okay, so I will cleaning it until I will see that I'm when I will, how to say, wipe, I mean, until I will see that in a basket the water is relatively clean. Then I will post something here, some kind of rug. Yes, it's going to be rug, just a plain rug, because it's also good for soundproof. And then I think that I want to clean, to paint the walls. Also, I want to remove this tile from here. I don't need this tile here. Here I will have acoustic panels and the bass catchers here on the corners. Okay, also I think that I will have to take off these posters, and but I will keep them here just for history. Here also I have the storage. Also I want to paint the doors, because look, the doors looks dirty. Not only looks, they are dirty. $200 a month, 24/7 access, utility bills included. Not only I'm allowed to play here, the music loud, 24/7, 365, but I'm actually pretty welcomed to play it, because all the space, all the guys here are like me. But anyway, just in case, I was looking for the room where, however, there's nobody. Behind the wall, there's metallics. There will be some, well, at least now, there's the storage for kombucha. Yeah, that's why I love Loft, because where yet your neighbor will be the storage of kombucha. You know, kombucha drinks. Okay. So yeah, I think pretty good place. I think pretty good place, more than enough for me to start making the live streams with a truly quality house music. It's the time when we will hanging out. I will playing painstakingly selected house music for you. We will chat and we will have a great time. I will invite people. Yeah. And that will be just another variety of my stuff. Will be in the time when usually I was not making my live streams. So if somebody will not love this, that's okay. I mean, nothing will change. I will keep making all my regular stuff. But also, I guess starting from the next week, this weekend for sure, I will not ready yet. I will not ready yet to play the music here because you see so many cleaning works. But starting from next week, I think I will start. Yeah, and I guess it's gonna be interesting for you to see the progress, starting from look this truly Soviet place to something more modern. You're asking what are those boxes on the wall? That's the electricity. You see the electricity box, electric box. So now this place getting the second life. I mean, the whole place. Look, nobody was here since 1990s. And now I came here. I'm one of those who will give all this place the second life. I told you, here is even still the poster. This one is the poster of Vladimir Vysotsky, the star of 1970s. He died in 1980, just a few days before the Summer Olympic Games in Moscow. And this is the poster. with a calendar of 1990. So now I have my man cave and the place for quality house music on Saturday nights that I will introducing to you. Hello Sunshine Girl, Scott, Gang of Four. So that's it. The place is dirty now, dusty now, but it will be good. The main thing, this is the place with a good aura, with a good vibe and full of people who not gonna complain. I will play the house. I already said that's my first live stream. I'm gonna make next weekend. Not this weekend for sure, not this. Okay, I need to clean up the ceiling, then put something on a floor. But before that, also to paint the walls, at least this one, which is the dirtiest. I mean, like this walls, yes, kind of good. I mean, look, not too bad. But this one, wow. I also will get off this tile. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now you saw this. For now, I have nothing. My room at Vavilov Loft. This, I will be able to show some progress. Hello, Jeffrey Oldham, Mike Inge. Thanks for good words. Ann Arbor. Jose Boden. Okay, let's go. Okay, ladies and see you tomorrow. My name is Sergey Vavilov. This is Vavilov Live. I hope you loved my future studio. See you.